This truth did not inspire me. It didn't comfort me. Quite frankly, it exposed me. And I didn't want to hear it. But I would say that it changed my relationship, changed my marriage. And if you've been married or in a relationship for more than 5 minutes, you already know about that thing, that one habit, that tone, that one behavior that quietly gets under your skin. Maybe it's dishes in the sink. Maybe it's the interruptions or the way they shut down when you're trying to have a serious conversation. And if you're honest, you probably thought, if this could change, if you would change, we would be better off. And I thought that too. I just didn't realize with that belief what it was doing. Family, for years, I believe that the key to a better marriage was finally getting my wife to change some of the things that she would do. And I didn't say it out loud. I didn't mention it to her. I carried it silently. I replayed it in my head. I let it stack up and let it turn into quiet frustration. And I'm sure she did too. But what I didn't realize was this. I wasn't fixing the relationship. With that list of things, I was feeding resentment. And that shift didn't come from a conversation with her. It came from something that forced me to look at myself. Boy, I wasn't looking for a lesson, but I came across one line of scripture that stopped me cold. It simply asked a simple, uncomfortable question. Why would you focus on the flaw in someone else's eye and fail to notice the glaring flaw of your own? Family, we're experts at spotting our partner's flaws, but we're amateurs at examining ourselves. And once I saw this and read this, I couldn't unsee it. And before you assume that this turned me into some calm, patient, self-aware husband overnight, let me stop you. I did not feel proud when I realized this. Like I said, I felt exposed. I felt bad because once I saw my flaw, I couldn't unsee how often I had used good intentions to avoid a real conversation and connection. I used to get frustrated about that thing, that my wife would do. I'd sigh, mumble under my breath, and let it steal my peace. But here's what hit me harder than the frustration. I was mad about a flaw while carrying a flaw that I didn't want to talk about. Family, mine was misplaced servanthood leadership. Always busy, always serving, always doing the right thing, always Johnny on the spot. And it wasn't the work, it was the boundaries. I wasn't always present. I wasn't always available where I needed to be the most. And then I realized something embarrassingly uncomfortable. I'm going to admit it to y'all because you're family. I didn't want her to change because it would help the marriage. I wanted her to change so I could keep doing what I was doing. And the moment I stopped trying to fix her and start working on my flaw, I believe that the house felt different. And not because she had changed, but because the pressure had left the room. The vibe was different. And here's the part that nobody warned me about. When I stopped trying to fix her, she didn't immediately thank me. She didn't praise me. She didn't suddenly change. Matter of fact, she didn't say anything. But something else happened that mattered more. The silent blame game ended. The emotional microscope went away. The looking around microscope went away. And that's when I realized something really important. Self-work doesn't weaken a marriage. It stabilizes it. You got that? So I want to give you something practical, not theory, something you can actually try. I'm going to call it the 3-day flaw challenge. The 3-day flaw challenge. Let's see, day one. On day one, every time a criticism arises, write it down. Don't say it, don't hint it. Just write it down in a journal, a book, or somewhere. Just write it. Close it. Day two, look at that list and ask the honest question. One honest question. Do I do a version of this? If you hate being interrupted, do you truly listen? If their messiness bother you, are you messy? Are you emotionally messy? Or are you just messy? Think about it. Day three, put 100% of your energy into working on your stuff. No announcement, no expectation, no scorekeeping, just the growth. And watch what happens when your partner no longer feels like they're under inspection, or there's that odd vibe that you carry. Family marriage isn't about two perfect people. It's about two people brave enough to look in the mirror before looking across the dinner table or next to the person in the bedroom. That one truth changed my relationship because I feel like it gave me the power back. I couldn't change her, but I could change myself. And more often than not, that's where the real magic happens. That's where it happens. Most relationships don't just fail because of big betrayal. They erode because nobody wants to go first. So I want to ask a very question. I want to ask it gently. What's the flaw you've been focusing on lately? Now, if you're willing to drop it in the comment section, that's up to you, but I want you to keep it respectful because we're all learning here. And here's the truth. Waiting for a partner to change is a decision, and is the one that keeps things stuck. You already know what your flaws are. You don't need more insight. You don't need a revelation. You need movement. And the only thing you need outside of movement is the courage to go first. Because the fastest way to change the temperature in your marriage isn't pointing out what's wrong. It's choosing one thing you can do differently today. Not tomorrow. Not when they notice it. But today. Growth doesn't start with agreement. It starts with action. Family, I love you, and I believe in your ability to create the relationship that you desire. I want you to work on these 3-day flaw challenge things and let me know how it goes. Thanks for being here with me. And I hope you will join me in the next episode.